Fear the Walking Dead, Season 1, Episode 4. For anybody who is unsure about what I'm doing here, I am watching all the Walking Dead shows, spin-offs, and additions in chronological order, so I will be watching Fear the Walking Dead, Season 1 through 3 before I start the Walking Dead original series. Please, if you are a fan of the show, or you are just a fan of binge-watching TV series and reviewing things together and chatting and talking S about them, repost this, share this video, send this to people that you know are into the same thing, because I want a bunch of people to love and discuss and hate a show along with me. Maybe this stuck out to me because I don't like Travis right now, but it really bothered me that this man was going on a jog around the neighborhood like it was just another day. Like he was going on a nice jog, clearing his mind and just enjoying the sight of the neighborhood, you know, because the troops are there now and they're not letting anybody in or out unless they take people from the neighborhood to like the hospital. It's not a hospital, but whatever facility it is where they are treating injured people. I don't even have to go to the next episode to know that it's more to this than, yeah. I know it's some crooked stuff. I almost cussed, but I didn't. His son Chris is running around with the camcorder. Some of y'all not even old enough to know what a camcorder is, but yeah, that thing y'all see him with, that's called a camcorder. I know you guys will just call it a camera. It's called a camcorder. Yeah. So he's you know, aiming his camcorder everywhere, and he sees somebody in the distance in a house outside of their community that's like caged in. He sees that somebody signaling with I guess they're using a mirror to like send a signal to him, or maybe they're just sending a signal to the community in general. But yeah, they're like reflecting the sunlight into his camera, intentional or unintentional, don't know. But yeah, he records that and he shows his father to show him like, hey, it's other people that are still living outside of here. They told us nobody out there was alive, but clearly somebody is, because a zombie does not do this. And basically, Travis looks at it. Oh, it's just the sun. It's just the sun, Chris. It could be anything. Nobody's alive out there. Travis wholeheartedly believes these guards, troops, soldiers, whatever you want to call them. He believes them wholeheartedly. He trusts them. He loves them more than his family. Maybe I'm being hard on him, but right now that's how I feel. He needs to marry one of the guards. That's how I feel about it right now. But yeah, he looks at that, which is, it's pretty obvious that a person is doing that, but he looks his son in the face and says, no, nobody's alive out there. Even though he just seen it. He tells his son it's just the sun reflecting off metal or something like that. Crazy. The soldiers also notice how much faith Travis has in them. The captain, lieutenant, whatever you call him, pulled him to the side and was like, hey, we have a guy over here freaking out. Why don't you talk him down and help him get through the screening process for us? Because if I go in there, I'm going to be physical. And they chose him because, again, they know he believes in the process. So he walks in there, talks to his old neighbor, and explains to him like, hey, everything is going to be all right. The troops are here. They're protecting us, and they're taking our sick and injured to get them looked after properly. And he really believes it. So he assures his buddy, neighbor, whatever, not to panic so much and just trust the process. So the guy takes his word and calms down, and yeah, he talks him off the ledge of, I guess, freaking out. I don't know why they sent him in here. Well, obviously they didn't want to beat him up, I guess, but yeah, I guess they were being nice about it. I do think this episode was somewhat dry and slow, but it had a few noteworthy pieces. One of them being the fact that this man, Nick, stole the old lady's morphine drip so he could get high. The junkie shit, the junkie stuff, I have to stop cussing, bro. The junkie stuff is starting to annoy me. Not to the point where I'm hating Nick, but it's like, bro, I get that you're an addict, but come on. It's zombies, bro. Like Lock in, bro. Lock in. Madison decides to take a step outside of the community. She went through like a hole in the fence or something. And she discovers that in these neighborhoods or areas outside of their community, it's not just the Walking Dead folks that are being, like, the zombies are not the only things being put down. The troops are also killing people. Interesting, not surprising at all. I feel like I kind of called this when I said they would probably blow up the neighborhood. They're kind of already doing it in other places. Mom basically catches Nick being a junkie and she whoops his ass. That was on purpose. Didn't want to bleep that out because any other word would have been an understatement. Miss Madison was smacking that young boy around and he deserved every bit and piece of it. It was very entertaining. I hit rewind like twice just to watch the whole thing play out. When the troops come to the community to pick up the sick and wounded to take them to the facility for treatment, our group is under the impression that it will be Daniel leaving with his wife, so it'll be two people leaving from the group. Daniel does not trust the troops, neither do I, obvious reasons. So he wants to go with his wife when she goes to get treatment, just in case something goes left, because again, these people cannot be trusted. Liza is somewhat very similar to Travis because they both wholeheartedly believe that these people, the troops, the doctors, the treatment, the facility, they think all of this is there to help society, to help the community. And the troops decide to pull a fast one, and instead of letting Daniel and his wife head down to the facility together, they make Daniel stay, they take his wife, and they also snatch up Nick because Liza informed them earlier on that Nick has a history of drug abuse. And I believe when they screened him, I'm not going back to check this, just take my word for it. It was either his blood pressure or his heart rate. Something was a little bit off that made them kind of question it, but not too much. Just take my word for it. I'm not going back. Winding down to the end of this episode, after all of the chaos and Nick getting snatched up and the fuss about Daniel not being able to go with his wife to the facility, Travis is starting to wake up and see this protection comes with somewhat of a price. He goes to sit on the roof where his son sat with the camcorder, and he sees at night, while he's reflecting on everything that happened, he sees something in the distance. A person signaling with some type of mirror or reflector, aiming it at him. What it seems like, literally signaling him with the reflector. And as he starts to realize, wait a minute, this is actually a person doing this, gunfire lights up the house or the building that person is in, making Travis wake up even more and realize, oh, they're murdering people. And that is the end of episode 4. Please share the video, especially to people that you know are Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead fans. I am going to fly through this series, I promise. This is not going to be a one post per day thing. I am going to make it to The Walking Dead in no time. Please like the video. Join in on the conversation. Tell me what y'all think. Give me input. Just don't spoil it for the people who never saw the show. Nothing is wrong with giving hints and clues, but please don't spoil what happens next if I didn't cover it already. Love y'all. Bye.